Gentlemen, welcome back. The other day I was spending time on Marketplace and I was lucky enough to pick up this Campmaster fridge freezer, 12 volt camping fridge. It is big, guys. This is a 120 liter fridge freezer. This thing is bigger than probably what you need. The guy sold it because it was too big for him, and when I started using it I saw why he sold it off. So let me get you in closer. There's a couple of things that I need to change. This thing is working 100%. So let me show you what we need to do. Okay, as you can see, it's got a Danfoss compressor in, so I am happy with that. But the problem I have is on the rear end of it. It's got the 220 and the 12. It's currently running on mains, but as you can see, there's no plug. There's only this piece of cable coming out, running to a connector that was put on very poorly. There's I don't know what's happening inside here. I'm scared to check, but it's got the dual DIN Hella and what do you call it, cigarette lighter plug on. So what I want to do is I want to actually do this as a sort of pigtail that you can take out. So what we will do again is see if we can put a female Hella plug DIN fitting in place there, and then we can leave the pigtail out when it's not in use in my truck. Okay, so I've switched over to the GoPro. There's not a lot of place to work here. So firstly what we'll do is we'll take the mains power off, and I'm going to try and get this little panel out. I hope I will be able to do it and see what's behind it. Hopefully I'm not putting myself in a corner here. I don't mind working on this thing. It's long out of its guarantee, so I don't mind. Now we need to see if we can funnel this thing out. Easier than I thought. Okay. But now our problem is the cable. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this cable here and put the Hella plug on the back of it. Maybe just leave a little bit of space here, and then we can get cracking on this. I'm just gonna take off the stakes on all the, I don't know if you guys can see there, it's just the normal stake on connectors, so I'm just gonna pull that off. And there we go. Now this was done fairly nicely because there's a little grommet and everything in here, but it's not working for what I want to do with it. So I think it'll be easier for me to have a little plug on there. I don't know if I'm going to make a mess of this in the long run. If the Hella plug does not work, we'll make another plan. If anything, I will put a Anderson style connector in here rather than the Hella plug. If the Hella plug doesn't work, I know a lot of guys say that they've had issues with the Hella plug with the DIN fittings and all of that, but let's give it a go. Let's give it a bash. Maybe there'll be a follow-up video, maybe there won't. Okay, so just gonna give myself some workspace. There we go. Now we can pull this one out. As I'm hoping I'm not making a mess here, but nonetheless. Crescent side cutters, best you'll ever have in your life. Now I don't know how I'm going to get this grommet out. Don't want to actually cut it. I'll get you back at the bench. Okay, so I just wiggled it a bit with a screwdriver, came right out. Right, now we've got a hole, but this hole is going to be too small. Let me get the plugs and I'll show you. Okay, so here's the little tin fitting the plug, and as you can see, it's not fitting in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remount the hole to make it fit. Plain and simple. Nothing fancy, nothing weird. Just so we can get it in there. It will fit nice and flush. So the idea being that if you use it on 220 or it's standing, you don't have the long little cable that you need to look for. The other thing is, carrying this thing around, that cable is just in the way. So then you can plug it out and move it to where you want it. So let's go to the shop and see if we can make a hole in this thing, or embiggen the hole in this thing. Sorry guys, I need some to sort out a couple of things here in terms of getting the camera mounts right, but we'll get to that. So what I'm going to do is, I've got a carbide burr in here. I don't know if this drill is going to be fast enough. Okay guys, I don't know how much you're going to see there. In essence, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ream this out. Okay, so there we've got the I was in two minds. Am I going to put the hella plug in just like that? I think it'll work, but it comes with this little dust cap thing, so I think I'm going to keep the dust cap on, especially if I've got it on the back of the truck, and let's call it there's always going to be some way of soil and stuff getting in there. So what I'll do is put it in here, and I don't know if you guys can see in there, but the moment you open it up, it actually binds on the plate there in the corner. So I didn't foresee this, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn it to the side like that, and the only thing that's now going to happen is I'm going to open it from the side. I don't think it'll be an issue. Let's try it. We don't know, but we'll find out. Definitely, we'll find out. Guys, get yourself one of these cheap Chinese small slip joint pliers, water pump pliers. They work absolutely magic. Look, they are not the best. There's this thing hasn't worked very hard, and as you can see, it's already not well, it's already showing some wear, and I promise you this thing hasn't worked hard at all in its life, but nonetheless they are very handy to have. There we go. And there we've got our little plug. Now let's just get the wiring done. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my little copy to split the cable. And then, come on. There we go. This is 1.5 square mil cable by the looks of it, so it should be okay. Come on. I think I've got it a little bit too long on the money. And now we need our little crumper. There we go. And there we got it, nicely done. Now we can just put the whole thing back together again. So we'll start off with the AC side. This plug is marked as well, so neutral, earth and live. And then we can just put the negative on the outside. Come on. And the 12 volt positive on the inner one. There we go. And now we can feed it back in.
just gonna bend this a little bit out of the way, because the radiator of the compressor radiator sitting there, I don't think it gets that hot, but nonetheless, let's stay out of its way. Working arse end first here, so I think that's maybe why I'm fighting this more than I should. And now we can just do the little pigtail. I think this is actually looking much better than even I anticipated. So here we go. I'll get you back at the desk and we'll finish this up. What I can do is I can just plug in.
Okay, so I've got the old piece of cable. We'll see what's in there just now. Then I've got a new Hella plug. This one will be on the back of the fridge. This one I think I'm going to keep. I don't think I'm going to replace this one with a straight Hella as well. Reason for it being is I have not yet wired the auxiliary 12 volt on my truck to the back where I can use it. So for now I think this is going to be the better option for me, because I'll probably got a trip coming up, and I'll probably be plugging this thing into the cigarette lighter socket in the inside of the cab instead of at the back. I don't think I'm going to get the 12 volt wiring done, so let's do it that way. What I've got here is 2.5 square mil cable. I think when I redo this thing, because this is one of those items I will be redoing this, I am going to look for a piece of cap tire with a nice sheath and stuff on it. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of this twin flex power cable story. If I can have a nice round cable, it'll look much better. I got this in the odds bin in the end of rolls from my supplier. As you can see, it's 2.5 meters of 2.5 square mil. I think I'm going to use the whole 2.5 meters for now, because like I said, I'll be running it back into the cab and with the fridge on the back of the truck. So I'm going to redo this and make it neat and do something better. But for now, this is what it's going to be. So let's get this plug off. Do you guys think I must actually put in the effort and see what's underneath here? Let's do it. Let's see if I would have burned something down or not. Okay, there we go. No soldering, no nothing. Just the cables twisted together. And this is the kind of stuff that I hate. So luckily we're getting rid of all this. Come on. I don't even know why I'm still opening the rest of it, because this one will definitely be the same type of thing. Guys, when you're working on stuff, I know we all do a little quick fix. You make a plan sort of thing, make a plan. But there's always time to do it right the second time. Now this is me preaching to the choir, because I'm going to redo this in any case. But I've got a trip, like I said, I've got a trip coming up, so I need to get this sorted out. Come on, there we go. This is probably where something goes sprunging and never to be seen again. There we go. At one stage this was done decently. As you can see there's actually little terminals on here with a little heat shrink and everything. I guess this must have been the original plug. I don't think I've got that size of terminal, but let's quickly see. Okay, so I took the little lugs off, terminals off. I'm just going to solder them back on because I'm not going to get them crimped. I had to bend them open and that sort of made it a hash of it. So I want to have the little lug there just for the sake of there's not a strain relief on the plug, so I just needed to prevent the cable from pulling out. Don't think this thing is gonna work. Might be lucky. There we go. Nope. This is not working. Let me fiddle a bit with this thing and I'll let you know when we're done. What I'm going to do is guys, this is a temperature measurement. I don't even know if I'm going to put this on the video, but maybe I should. Just to show you guys that it's not all nice and beautiful. I am going to put a zip tie around here. Make sure that this thing doesn't pull out, because I think what's happened here is I probably stripped well, maybe someone else stripped the thread in this little screw over here. Guys, it didn't work like this, so I promise you there'll be a follow-up video on this where we fix this thing, get rid of all the scrappy connections and stuff. So we'll definitely be revisiting this one. Okay, so let's try the other end. This is really bugging me now, but I think for now this will have to be the one that it's gonna be. I will definitely be doing something else there. Maybe even before my trip I'll make a plan with it. Gentlemen, and there we have it, our little extension is done. Not how I wanted it to be, but for now it'll work. There'll definitely be a video on fixing this up. For now, it is what it is. If you've made it thus far, thanks for watching. As always, please rate, comment, subscribe. And as always, stay safe. Okay, so I just couldn't make it. I went to the shop, got a decent plug, put it on. Didn't film it because you already see how I acted up. With that, I'm going to call it a second time. Thanks for watching. As always, stay safe.